In my village, they say if you hear a drum call your name at night, it is not meant for your ears alone. It is calling your soul. Most people hear drums and think of festivals, celebration, life. But in my village, drums were never played for the living. I swore never to return to that place. Not after what happened that night. Not after they chose me. Yet, here I was, walking alone on the same dirt road I ran from 12 years ago. The forest had not changed. The trees still leaned inward, as if whispering secrets to each other. The wind still carried voices that were not meant to be understood. Then I heard it. Boom. One single drum beat. My heart stopped. No festival. No fire. No people. Just the sound. Calling. As I stepped into the village, every lamp flickered on its own. No hands touched them. No fire was lit. The huts stood silent. Empty. Watching. I felt it then. That same cold fear crawling up my spine. I hadn't been here since I was 17. Since the night they said the drum had chosen me. That night still visits my dreams. They made me kneel before the shrine. The elders stood in a circle, their eyes painted white with chalk, their voices low and trembling. They said the drum had listened to the ancestors, and the ancestors had spoken my name. I remember the drum standing there, carved with faces that looked like they were screaming. When it was struck, my head felt like it would split open. Blood ran from my nose, and the elders smiled. They said that meant acceptance. A child laughed behind me. I turned. Nothing. Just darkness. The drum beat came again, slower this time. Boom. I covered my ears, but the sound wasn't outside. It was inside my chest. That was when the whispers began. Soft. Familiar. Kolapo. Come back. Finish it. No, I whispered. I buried you. I left you behind. But the drum answered me. Boom. The shrine stood where it always had. But something was wrong. The symbols on the wall were fresh, scratched deep into the wood. The ritual had been restarted. That was when I understood. The ritual was never completed. I ran away before the final offering. Before the drum was fed, a voice came from the darkness. You left us half human, half hungry. She stepped into the firelight. Mama F.A., blind, smiling. Her eyes were white, like bone. She hadn't aged. You were chosen, she said softly. The drum does not forget. I fell to my knees. I didn't know, I cried. I didn't know who you sacrificed. Her smile faded. The drum does not care, she said. The memory returned all at once. The screaming, the fire, the blood. It wasn't a stranger on the ground that night. It was my younger brother. I had been so afraid that I ran. I left him. I left the drum hungry. The forest went silent. No insects, no wind. Even my breath sounded too loud. The drumbeat slowed, matching my heartbeat. I felt it inside me. My veins darkened. My shadow moved before I did. Some call it a curse, but curses end. This was inheritance. I stood, walked toward the drum. Each step felt heavier than the last. When my hand touched its skin, the world exploded into darkness. Fire, wind, voices screaming in joy. The drum beat one final time. Somewhere far away, in a quiet city room, a young man watched this very story on his phone. He paused the video. From outside his window, boom, his phone vibrated. A notification appeared. Kolapo is live. The drum beat again. If the drum ever calls your name at night, do not answer.